Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India will play an important role in space to unite the world in the 21st century. Social Welfare Commissioner Sara Ritze calls to bridge digital gap to help girl child gain equal access to technology. Nation marches ahead towards 100 crore mark of administering vaccination. And victory flame of Swarnim Vijay Varsh reaches Kohima from Dimapur. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower the guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that the major reforms happening in India today regarding space sector and space tech are due to a decisive government. Speaking at the launch of Indian Space Association, Modi said the government's approach is based on 4 pillars when it comes to space reforms. He said freedom of innovation to the private sector is the first pillar and the role of the government as an enabler is the second. Preparing youth for the future and looking at space sector as a resource for the progress of the common man are the other 2 pillars. Modi said the country is witnessing dynamic reforms because India's vision is clear and the vision is Atmanirbhar Bharat. The Prime Minister said it is not just a vision but a well-thought, well-planned integrated economic strategy that will turn India into a global manufacturing hub and innovation center. International Day of the Girl Child is being observed today around the world to empower and amplify the voices of the young girls under the theme Digital Generation, Our Generation. Joining the rest of the world, Commissioner and Secretary of Social Welfare Department Sara R. Ritze in a message opined that digitalization of education for many girls has become a barrier as the access to technology, which is a crucial tool to support their education, is not easily available. Ritze cited that poor network connectivity along with economic crisis are some of the issues that many girl students are facing. She added that digital inclusion becomes crucial to open new avenues to learning, earning and leading girls. Not only education, but access to equal opportunities, safeguards against gender-based violence and discrimination are some of the issues that needs to be addressed. The Secretary said that the Department of Social Welfare is trying its best to raise these issues through various platforms such as Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Integrated Child Protection Scheme, One-Stop Centers and 181 Women Helpline. Ritze, however, added that there is still a long way to go and therefore called the support of the community and to pledge to bridge the digital gap and help our girls gain equal access to technology. The nation marches ahead towards 100 crore mark of administering vaccination. Government has said that more than 96 crore, 75 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been provided to states and union territories so far. Union Health Ministry today said that more than 8 crore 43 lakh unutilized vaccine doses are still available with the states, UTs and private hospitals to be administered. As part of the nationwide vaccination drive, government has been supporting the states and union territories by providing them COVID vaccines free of cost. The Swarnim Vijay Mashal, or the victory flame, that symbolizes India's victory over Pakistan in 1971, reached Kohima today from Dimapur. The victory flame of Swarnim Vijay Varsh was received by IGAR North Major General VPS Kaushik and placed at the Naga Hills War Memorial, Kohima. On the occasion, officers along with war veterans of 1971 offered tributes by laying wreaths at the war memorial. Besides, a tree plantation was also conducted in the premises. Major General VPS Kaushik in his address said, Swarnim Vijay Mashal signifies the hallmark of valor, sacrifice and fortitude of our brave soldiers who scripted victory over the 1971 war. Major General Kaushik described the war veterans as source of inspiration for all and expressed that the youth of the state and the country will imbibe their qualities which will be an asset of their lifetime. On the occasion, 1971 war veterans from the state were also felicitated. The celebration of 50 years of victory, Swarnim Vijay Varsh, began with Prime Minister Narendra Modi lighting the victory flame on December 16, 2020. The victory flame was lit from the eternal flame of the National War Memorial, signifying the bravery of the soldiers of the war. Since then, the victory flame is travelling across the length and breadth of India, and a large number of commemorative events are being conducted during its journey. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on our YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. Nagaland reported 24 fresh positive cases in the last 24 hours, taking the total caseload to 31,473. With 24 persons recovering from the infection, the recovery tally stands at 29,529. Out of the positive cases reported, 17 were in Dimapur, 3 in Trensang, 2 in Mokokchung, and 1 each from Beren and Pek. Of the recoveries reported, 19 were in Dimapur and 1 each from Kohima, Mokokchung, Mon, Trensang, and Woka. With no death reported today, death toll remains at 656. Nagaland presently has 257 positive cases. Department of Information and Public Relations, DIPR, Joint Director Asangla Imsong today stated that the third edition of the Nagaland Film Festival is proposed to be held during the Hornbill Festival 2021 if the pandemic situation subsides. She informed that film policy for the state is currently being drafted by the department, taking into account the conditions of the film industry in the state. Meanwhile, the Film Association of Nagaland, in collaboration with DIPR and Task Force for Music and Arts, will be organizing an online short film competition on the theme The New Normal. The period of submission for the competition is from 12 October till 12 November, and the results will be declared during the upcoming film festival. Nagaland Board of School Education has informed heads of institutions that Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan, India's largest science talent search examination, will be held on 30th November or 5th December. The board has asked institutions to encourage students of classes 6 to 11 to participate in the national program. Registered students will be able to download the study materials to prepare for the examination and also take the mock test scheduled on 1st of November. The Directorate of Technical Education has informed that registration of state technical scholarship will begin from 12 October to 12 December 2021. Students belonging to scheduled tribes of Nagaland pursuing diploma, undergraduate and postgraduate courses in engineering, both fresh and renewal within India, recognized by All India Council of Technical Education, has been informed to complete the online registration process through the Common Scholarship portal www.scholarship.nagaland.gov.in. And now to the news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India will play an important role in space to unite the world in 21st century. Social Welfare Commissioner Sara Ritze calls to bridge digital gap to help girl child gain equal access to technology. Nation marches ahead towards 100 crore mark of administering vaccination. And victory flame of Swarnim Vijay Varsh reaches Kohima from Dimapur. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.